Talk about the Chicago runs. We had summertime runs. We had a great time. Great conversation with one of our brothers, Antoine Walker, about the runs and about MJ and Bron. Can you tell us about the runs?
Man, so let me go to Bron first. So we was playing at Hoops, what Tim Grover used to have, and I didn't know Bron at the time, and they said he just came off injury, took off his cast or whatever, and we playing, and he just regular, he ain't showing nobody nothing, and he was coming on a fast break, and I faked like I was gonna go to him, but I went over here. It was like a 3-on-2, and I faked. That motherfucker just took off.
He was about 18, 19 at the time?
No,
Yeah.
like 16. Younger, like 16.
Yeah, like 16, 17. That motherfucker just took off from the free throw line. I was like, he just took off from the free throw line. He missed it, but he was way up there. He just missed. This was like his second time playing, so he was still frantic and getting back out there after about 4 or 5 weeks of not playing. That motherfucker took off, man. It was like a cartoon, and everybody was like, "Whoa!" I was like, "Okay, that's the first time I saw Bron." And he was still just regular. He was still filling everybody out. He wasn't really. He was playing, but he wasn't like He was just still filling everybody out. But yeah, man, our runs was fierce in Chicago. Our runs was fierce.
And the MJ stories?
Oh, I got a ton of MJ stories. So I'm in college. I'm going into my junior year of college. And a guy, he walks up to me and say, "Hey, yo, we got MJ coming." I was like, "MJ who?" He's like, "We got MJ." I said, "MJ who?" I said, "This Chicago. Who is MJ?" He said, "Michael Jordan." I said, "Oh, well, he gonna get his ass busted too." Yeah. Shit.
Yeah.
This our turn now.
Yeah.
I had me, Nick, Kendall Gill, dude named Donald Reese. We had Alfred Hughes and his brother. We was rolling. They brought in Michael Jordan, Terry Cummings, Craig Hodges. Ooh. I'm like, yeah, you didn't tell me all that was coming. Y'all got pros coming.
Yeah.
We not even the pros yet. We trying to get there if we gonna make it. So I'm like, okay, here we go. See, but a lot of people don't know. I studied Craig Hodges' move. See, Craig Hodges used to come down. He'd put in his right cross between his legs, and he'd spin. And then he'd go to the basket and lay it up. So a guy be way over here and he's spinning going back right. So I knew when he was going to do the move.
Sitting on it.
And I was sitting on it.
He'll be a great guest for us too, Craig Hodges, for sure.
Yeah. He got a lot of, man, he talk about a lot. Yeah. And I took the ball away from him, went down court, whatever. But before the game, the guy was like, "Hey, Tim, I got a bet." I said, "What's the bet?" He said, "I got a bet that you're going to score 6 points, 4 or 6 points within Michael Jordan." I said, "Okay." So how much to bet? He said, "About 80,000. I said, 80,000? He said, "Yeah." I said, "Okay." I said, "But I need that." It was an original Louis Vuitton jacket that he got made. And I wanted that jacket. I said, "I got to have that jacket, and I got to give me $10,000. I said, "You got a minute and 30 seconds, man. I got to go play. Let me know." He's like, "Oh, man, fuck it, bet." I said, "All right, cool." So after after I took the ball from Craig Hodges, I went up for a layup. They called timeout. He was like, "Damn, Craig, you can't stick him?" I said, "No, he can't stick me. Why don't you switch off on him?"
You said it to him.
To him. The crowd went, "Ooh." Mike just turned his head and just kept walking like, "Man, no, y'all got to deal with that motherfucker."
He didn't want the problem.
No, he didn't want that problem. And plus, I'm at the crib too.
Yeah.
I'm in front of my crowd.
Yeah.
I'm rolling too.
Yeah.
It's nip and tuck. He's supposed to have fouled out, but that's Mike. They won in double overtime. But I tell you this, man. Mike said after the game, he said, "Good game." He looked me in my eye. He said, "You got a chance. You got a chance." At that particular point, you still trying to feel yourself out. Right. You still trying to understand, if you got a chance, that door opened.
Hearing it
When
from
he
him
said
too.
that, and it's from him. It opened. When that door opened an inch, I kicked that motherfucker open, man. Because you getting that from him, my confidence went to another level. And I was like, wow, and that's all he said. You got a chance.
Sometimes that's all you need, though, right?
Yeah.
Especially coming from him.
Yep. And we used to play. We had a bunch of ball. Isaiah Thomas, Doc Rivers, Mark McGuire, Terry Cummins, Eddie Johnson. Everybody used to come to the house and play, and we used to play against pros all the time. So it was nothing for us to play against pros, and that's why we got so many pros that's in the league from Chicago, because we go back and we played against all these other high school and college guys and taught them and talk to them. So that's the way Chicago is.
But this is what I heard, Jelani. I heard that's the reason how the NBA Summer League and training camp got to Chicago, because all of the basketball players was going there and played in the summertime, and they was already there. So that's how the idea came. Because when we came in, all the Summer League, the pre-draft camp, all that was in Chicago for years.
Right.
And they say the reason why I started there because of the Chicago runs. Yeah. That's how it happened.
Yeah, it's always been big Chicago runs, and it's starting to pick up again now. And Sonny Parker got a big Summer League tournament that's going on right now. But now, man, it's been a big part of our lives ever since I was in like 7th, 8th grade. You used to go and watch these guys play. And I used to be at the gym. The game started at 7. We at the gym at 5 because it's getting crowded. At 6 o'clock, you couldn't even get in there. Yeah, you watching Mark Guay. I seen Mark Guay get mad at a referee and walk the length of the court, throw his jersey down, and a guy ran down the court, down the middle of the court, grabbed that jersey.
Took off.
Just a mesh jersey with Mark Guay name on it, and just took off and ran with it. We used to ask people for their sweaty jerseys after the game, when it was over with, man. That's how big Summer League
well,
is.
how many basketball players you in LA, so it's probably different. But growing up, how many actual NBA players do you actually get a chance to meet?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, I can imagine how that kid felt. Like, I got a chance to get a jersey.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And everybody's personable. You walk up to them, autograph, take pictures, shake hands, high five. It was just all personal. We had so much fun, man, just by being there and watching them and talking to them and just hearing the footsteps. And Rod Higgins used to play. He never missed a shot. Never missed a shot. Just missed a fundamental. That's the way it was, man. We love watching him play.
Good old days.